Do you know who Tobuscus is? Do you? Because I sure as fuck do. He was one of the first YouTubers I watched. Well, not one of the first, but one of the first gaming YouTubers for sure. I used to watch his Minecraft series all the time. His Happy Wheel series all the time. His Dead Island series all the time. Your childhood, my childhood too, bro. He was my favorite YouTuber for so long before I moved on to other YouTubers because eventually my buddy Blake, not his real name obviously, but he told me about PewDiePie like seventh grade or something, and then I started watching PewDiePie, and then eventually I found Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, and I started going off on the gaming trail, fucking heavy. But yeah, from like 2010 to like 2011, 2012, it was Tobuscus, baby. And you know what? I don't regret those years because even though he's turned out to be a character, I will say, he still shaped me in a way that was very important because his content was, honestly, his gaming content, looking back on it, not good. It was not good. It was him playing Minecraft for like 8 to 10 minutes, one shot, no cut, just like he played the game for 8 minutes, recorded those 8 minutes, and then put it on YouTube. And the jokes now land so hard. They are so flat because it's just him going, you know, it's not good stuff. It's not anything that's gonna win an award for transformative comedy or artsmanship. Absolutely not. But it was still important because it was a basis of humor that I basically needed to set myself apart from whatever my parents were watching, you know. This was something that I found, that this was something that I was a fan of. Wasn't something that someone showed me. This is something that I liked, that I found, and that I used, you know? It's like music, how we all have that phase where we stop listening to what our parents and friends are listening to and we start listening to what we listen to. And that's what Tobuscus was for me with visual media and internet media. Because of him, I got into YouTube more, you know? I got into gaming more. Even though I'm not that much of a gamer, that got me into gaming, YouTube, and all of that. Not to mention, he was one of the few, if not almost, yeah, basically few. He was one of like just a handful of people on the internet, relevant people on the internet from my state, Mississippi. I don't know where he's from. I can't. Honestly, who the fuck knows? I could not figure it out. I don't think he's from the 601. I think he's from the 662, which is another deal. You know, he may be from the Memphis area. Who knows? You know, basically not Mississippi, but in the state line, you know? But yeah, it was really important for me just to see that because it was just the case of, wow, we can relate on this. Yeah, it was a wild time, you know, wild but important time. But eventually I stopped watching him out of just natural progression of I just didn't like his content anymore. You know, he just stopped uploading some stuff. And then the scandal came out where he was accused. That happened when I was in 10th grade. So 2016, 2017, that happened. And I can't even remember what happened from that. I think it proved to be false because I have a vague memory of me and someone else talking about that. But I have a vague memory of that, of him just being proven innocent. But I think that was very bad in the long run for him because that sent him down on a very dark wave of the anti-Me Too, anti-SJW bullshit that was around that time of 2016. And now it's led him to doing stuff like meeting up with Kyle Rittenhouse, which is just an odd timeline. You know, when I look at relevant things that's happened within our timeline. I look at stuff like Gigi Allen and John Wayne Gacy being best friends, and the guy who directed the Gigi Allen documentary going on to direct the Joker. To me, that's like evidence to show that that's my that's my evidence to show that we lived in the cursed timeline. Now we got Tobuscus meeting up with Kyle Rittenhouse. Like, what the fuck is that about? Yeah. So Tobuscus met up with Kyle Rittenhouse. And he goes on a YouTube video where he's just sitting in a car talking about how much he thinks how of a great person Kyle is and all that. Yeah.
Hello once again, audience. Hope I didn't lose you yesterday because I posted a picture of me being with this fella by the name of Kyle Rittenhouse that my buddy was working with. And I really wanted to meet this kid. I was so excited. I wanted to meet him ever since I saw the whole video where he unfortunately took the lives of a couple convicted pedophiles.
One, Kyle did not know these people were pedophiles in the moment. But also, it's just weird that Toby wanted to meet this guy whose claim to fame was shooting two people. I mean, in self-defense, yes, but at the end of the day, he still shot people, and now you get a guy who was like one of the big YouTubers back in the day, just like, I gotta meet this guy. He's like a hero to me. It's odd, to say the least, you know?
And he didn't go looking for that. They attacked him first. It's not like
he didn't go looking for it. You know, he went to a protest with a rifle. He didn't go looking for it. He didn't go looking to shoot someone. He just went to a very dangerous situation with a firearm. He didn't go to shoot people. He didn't know that was going to happen. He just went there with that because you know.
He's like a pedophile hunter. People should stop praising him for hunting pedophiles. He didn't even know. He didn't even know they were pedophiles.
It's true. He did not know they were pedophiles, even though it was only one. Only one of them was a pedophile. Yeah, fuck that guy for being a pedophile, but also fuck Kyle for just shooting people. You know?
He probably thought they were black. No, he knew they were white. And they were maybe burning down the city, and there was no police. And this kid in this age where we were raised on video games goes out there. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go on a mission and I'm gonna help people.
Again, he didn't go for any reason. He didn't know what was gonna happen. He just went, and then he's over here like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go on a mission. Bro, politics is lame. Punk music is better to talk about. Oh, you're telling me? I would love just to talk about records and tapes all day, but I don't get the rights to do that because every time I do it, someone claims my shit and we're like, hey, fuck you, that's my music. You gave it a good review, fuck you. I hate it. I fucking hate it. It's not even artists or labels doing that. It's Twitch. The Twitch is like, hey, there's a copyright on this song, fuck you. It's like, what? What? Why you do that to me, man? It sucks. But eventually I will start talking about more shit like that. I'm gonna try. Once I get a little bit more footing on the ground to understand how Twitch works, I'm gonna try doing it. I still put on the only way I can put music on these streams is how I put local bands on here who I know have no copyright. You know, because they just put their shit on tapes. They put a tape player on the ground, play their stuff. I'm like, yep. It's put on the internet. They put it on the internet. I know them personally. I know they're not going to copyright me, you know? Just to the Goodbye World LP. I can't, bro. Twitch will get me, bro. They'll get me. I can't do it. But no, I still like to talk about politics a little bit. It also expands my understanding of things and gives me new perspectives. Oh, on my own? Yeah, probably. I'll probably do that. Why not? Tobuscus is funny. I want to agree with you that he's funny, but he's not. He was funny to me when I was 12, but not anymore, and it's sad. It's not even sad because of the politics. It's just sad because it's just seeing someone you held on such a pedestal back in the day, and then you just come back to it, and you're like, oh, what happened? Did I just grow up? Oh, he's lolcowling. I don't know about that. I don't know, mainly because I don't know what lolcowling is to this day. Actually, what is lolcowling? I've heard that so much for so many people, and I've never once looked it up, but now I feel pressured to do it on stream. Lolcow meaning. Internet slang: a person who uses eccentric or foolish behavior can be exploited to amuse onlookers. Lolcow: someone who is watched for their slow descent. Oh, that just makes me sad. That makes me sadder for him. Bro, why y'all make me sad for this man? Yeah, no. I can see a lot of people doing that, considering now he's now it can't even really be considered lolcowling, because now he's getting an actual like right-wing following for it. His Instagram he's got a big boost in the algorithm in analytics now. And it's mainly from more right-wing chuds on the platform, you know? Now, the average person, like, watching this video and doing their thing, yeah, they're probably lolcowling, you know, watching him for being a lolcow or whatever. But he may gain a little bit of right-wing relevance with this. I don't know, probably not. He hasn't in the past for any of his other things. Even though he could have been the poster child for like the anti-Me Too movement back in the day, but who knows? But yeah. Also, I don't see this as like it's just funny to watch him descend to madness. This is just sad because I used to be such a fan of him back in the day, and to watch him just kind of like this is like someone this is like the cousin you knew for like a few years, and then y'all you stop going to family reunions, or they stop coming to them. And then eventually, you're friends with them on Facebook, or you got them on Snapchat, and you're just seeing them just go further and further off the deep end. You're just like, oh God, Ricky, what happened to you? Ricky, no. Ricky, don't put that hashtag in that post. No, it's very
better
sad.
than the alternative. I'm gonna go on a mission, and I'm gonna loot Walmart, and then I'm gonna burn it down, and then I'm gonna burn down the buildings next to it, and then I'm gonna beat up an old lady, and then I'm gonna.
Bro, he still does the fucking Griffin voice for every fucking thing. Like, this is, if you ever watch his videos, he had this his dog, his Shih Tzu, and the dog was a character within the Tobuscus lore, and this is how the dog talked, and this, it's so sad. So sad. So very sad.
How funny is it that we love, I mean, America, or whatever, the world. It's like we love heroes in movies, but when it comes to like police officers, we're like, they're not heroes, that's their job. Like, I mean, he's doing a heroic thing, he's protecting you. Maybe nobody likes police officers, right?
Well, no one likes him now. You see that you've already shit? Yeah. Kind of hard to like him after that. Very difficult.
Except RoboCop. He's pretty cool. Judge Dredd, he's pretty sweet. Anyways.
I like how he brings up the two people who are, RoboCop and Judge Dredd. Those are think pieces about like the oppressive militarized state of the police. Basically two pieces of media showing how state violence can be bad. Yeah, people like that because, one, cool movies, and also cool message.
But the real life ones, nobody likes those. Okay, they're great, but there's some bad ones. Whatever, but that's just that's how it is. Some people suck, and then you fire those people, and get the better ones, and then you fund make the people better. You want to fund them. You don't want to defund them.
Because that worked out great for your body. One of the biggest police loving places within Texas, a huge amounts of money of the city budget went to the police, and then that didn't work out too well in the end. It's almost like funding the police is not the answer. And yeah. Anyways, it's just basically, standard rhetoric mixed in with just like the Griffin talk. And that's something to look at. But I don't want to talk about how Nugget and a Biscuit guy is now with Kyle Rittenhouse. Let's not talk about like his opinions on Kyle Rittenhouse, actually. Let's talk about why he is with Kyle. You hate police? Hey, me too. Me too, buddy. But yeah, let's talk about why he's with Kyle Rittenhouse. So basically, if you don't know, Kyle is putting out a video game. That's something that's happening. And Tobuscus wanted to just bring light to it, use his somewhat of a following to put some eyes on the project. So what's Kyle Rittenhouse's game, you may ask? It's called Kyle Rittenhouse's Turkey Shoot. Let's just see what it's about, Let's just find out. Let's find out. Oh boy. It's taking a minute to load.
Hi, I'm Kyle Rittenhouse. You might know me as the guy who was recently acquitted from all charges in the Kenosha self-defense case. From the very beginning, I did nothing wrong. But that didn't stop the media from smearing my name. It's time to fight back against the fake news machine.
It didn't stop the media from smearing my name. Bro, they said you shot people. You shot people. What are you talking about? I mean, there's some misconceptions that came here and out, and that a lot of these outlets, of course, later apologized and redacted, because that is the case with media. Sometimes bad information comes out, but they didn't like continue the lies the minute they were found out. Like, oh, is that not true? Oh, we'd like to apologize. That's not true. Other than other media outlets who, if they lied to to promote your name, they just continued to lie. Anyways, Oh well, I guess. Yeah, oh well.
This is why I'm launching the Kyle Rittenhouse Fake News Turkey Shoot video game.
Dude, oh, I love it. I love the audio mixing. I love it. I love how it sounds like he's he's recorded his audio from a iPhone 3 on the other side of a room, and all of a sudden it's just bow, bow, from this fucking turkey gun game. Like, what the fuck?
The media is nothing but a bunch of turkeys with nothing better to do than push their lying agenda and destroy innocent people's lives. So go to RittenhouseGame.com and pre-order the game now and help me fund the lawsuit to stop these fake news turkeys.
It's the fake news turkey shoot. Got a laser gun going pew pew pew.
Why is he rapping, bro? Why is he rapping?
The fake news. Go to RittenhouseGame.com.
No.
Pre-order now.
Bro, we are on RittenhouseGame.com. I forgot. When I watched the trailer, I forgot he rapped. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, he's putting out a game. And it's a turkey shoot. He shoots turkeys. And the turkeys are the fake news. I don't know what else there is to say about that. It's pretty self-explanatory. But surprisingly enough, even though this is somewhat of a recent event, all this happened last year, last fall, winter-ish, when he was acquitted. This is not his first game. And this is not even the first game of the year. There was a second game, or I guess a first game, that came out in May, at the beginning of May. That was not much talked about, especially compared to this one, because there was no Tobuscus endorsement. Well, what's the other game, you ask? It's called Acquitted. It is on Steam. The self-defense versus the brain dead. This one's definitely another game. Let's see. As you can see, clearly, he's shooting people. A lot of people. Or people. Zombies. Communists, anarchists, anti-fascists, blue hair, green hair people. We saw someone who was overweight. Waves, hordes of people, absolute swaths of people. Basically, he's mowing down people he disagrees with politically, which is a great event. And I love how they're zombies, because one, they could just say brain dead, liberals can't think, yada yada. But I also think it's just because they were too scared to make these black people, since it was a Black Lives Matter rally that sparked all of this, I think if they just started making all of these other characters black, there was going to be a big problem, and they were a little bit too much of a pussy company to do this. But, yeah. This is also a game. The reviews are very positive, overwhelmingly positive, actually, and made by Nordic Games. Who's Nordic Games? Well, Nordic Games are a team of 3 people, and if you can tell by their company name, they have some questionable policies, and you can also tell by the game too. What do I mean by questionable policies? Well, one of the 3 members, so roughly 33% of the company, is run by an open white nationalist named William Hane. William Hane is a Swedish politician who was the deputy chairman for the party Alternative for Sweden. He was deputy chairman of the Swedish Democratic Youth from September 2011 to September 2015. From November 2014 to April 2015, Hahn represented the Swedish Democrats in the City Council of Stockholm Municipality. Hahn was expelled from the Sweden Democrats on 7th of April 2015, only hours after having left as deputy chairperson of the Swedish Democratic Youth. The Swedish Democrats announced that they break ties between the party and the Youth League and form a new youth league. That's one thing. He was kicked out. Who are these people? Well, the Swedish Democratic Youth was the youth league for the Swedish political party Sweden Democrats until 12th September 2015. The youth league was founded in 1993, an independent youth league. Its parent party original name was Horrifying, but the organization was soon renamed More Horror. The Youth League was disbanded in 1995 due to rampant problems with neo-Nazism in the ranks, but was reestablished in the independent organization in 1998 before becoming directly associated with the Sweden Democrats. The Sweden Democrats leader, Jamie Atkinson, served as chairman from the youth until 2005. Okay, so they've had problems with Nazism, but I'm sure it's fine. They're part of the Sweden Democrats. Maybe they're better. Sweden Democrats, or Swedish Democrats, is a nationalist, right-wing, populist political party in Sweden, founded in 1998. The party describes itself as social conservative with nationalist foundation. Oh no! Oh no, the Rittenhouse game was made by a neo-Nazi. Oh shit, who would have thought? Fuck. That was just one game with Rittenhouse's title to it. But now there's two, and the other one's pulled up by Tobuscus of all people. Fucking Tobuscus. I can't make this shit up. But yeah, I'm not really surprised that, Tobuscus or Toby Turner is really pushing this. Honestly, he's had some questionable political ties, and I think a lot of it does come out of that Me Too thing. But yeah, he's had some. At first I didn't know where he stood politically until I saw this tweet a couple years ago. Today's the day. Vote for Trump and preserve America and cancel culture and stand against fascism. Or vote for Biden and we walk away from the American experiment forever. This election is life and death for this country and for freedom. Hashtag Trump 2020. Yeah. Not that surprising he's going to pair up with Kyle at the end of the day, or push this game. Or the fact that Kyle has also had another game that's being pushed. And it's not surprising that game was made by open fascists and neo-Nazis. None of this is, honestly, it's not that surprising, but it's insane to think about.